tuning in this week. You're not gonna wanna miss this episode because we are checking out somewhere really cool in Kentucky. Yeah, we did it. We went there, Mammoth Caves, so stay tuned for that. And we also have some interesting things to show you within our living in the camper situation. So stick around to the end. But first, you know what we gotta do before we go any further is our RV tip of the week.
Hey peeps, are you joining us again? Awesome, I'm so glad you're here. Renee said something about an RV tip, and you know who gave us an awesome tip was Alley Chuck Adventures. They are awesome people. They said, here's a quick RV tip. Leaving your slide out for long periods of time without having your stabilizers down can actually shorten the lifespan of those leaf springs that are located on those sides. So without having that stability on one side and then you leave those slides out, it's gonna put extra wear and tear on those leaf springs. And if you guys wanna be joined with us next week and have a potential shout out, it doesn't matter if you're an RV channel, it doesn't matter if you have your own channel. Leave us a comment down below just telling us something you learned about RV living down below. So now that we got the RV tip out there, you guys are gonna wanna hang on just for a little bit longer because we saw some incredible things coming your way. We're gonna give you all the nitty gritty details, and I had some hard life lessons that I learned, so stay tuned. All right, so we made it to Mammoth Caves. Renee is grabbing our tickets right now. I'm walking over to meet her at the shelter, and we're all gonna go in with a group of people. Man, it seems pretty cool here. Really enjoying it. Beautiful area, nice little drive. Our recommendation is, however, that you probably don't need to stay in a campground nearby if you are RV camping or just visiting the area. Might be a little cheaper if you stay outside this area. Depends on how much you want convenience. If you want to be convenient, I noticed it was like pretty touristy here, so I'm excited for Mammoth Caves. We're gonna show you the best of it and show you what to look for when you come visit, so hang on guys. Mammoth Cave kind of blew us away there, took us by surprise. I'm telling you guys, if you have never even heard of Mammoth Caves like I did, I'm guilty. I'm gonna be flat out, I'm guilty. I never had heard of Mammoth Caves, but coming here just absolutely blew me out of the water. Like, it's the longest cave system in the entire world, and it's located right here in Kentucky. It's absolutely incredible. You just feel so small. The tour guides were amazing. They were so down to earth, and they told stories like no one else. Usually I'm not like a story person. I'm like, okay, you know, this is cool history, a lot to learn, but tour guides, man, they really took it a step above what my expectations were. And I think they have it mapped to over 350 miles of cave systems located just here in Mammoth Caves. Another thing to consider when you come here to Mammoth Caves, if you do come, there's only certain slots you can purchase, and there's only two tours open right now, and we did the Broadway Tour, which was phenomenal. It was about a 2-hour moderate tour, and then the coolest part was they like lit a lantern in there, made everyone turn off their lights, and then they took you back in time. It made you feel like you were in history when you were first exploring. They told this amazing story about a gentleman that actually got lost in the cave system for over 39 hours. They blew out the lantern, and then it was this darkness.
His lantern is starting to burn low on fuel. And so he goes to an intersection and he hatches a plan. A plan so cunning, you could put a tail on it and call it a fox. His idea is, well, they're carrying lanterns, right? So if I blow out mine, I should be able to see the light of theirs coming from around the corner.
I don't know, when you're down there, you're just like, whoa, that would be super intense.
That'd be so scary.
It'd be super scary. We're on Heritage Trail right now. We're just taking a walk around the park, just kind of enjoying the scenery.
Now we're walking on a trail where there's really like nobody here. And like I said, it is December. I'm assuming in the summertime, it's very, very crazy and busy.
Yeah.
So consider coming to some of these places in the wintertime.
Yeah.
I think like, depending on what season you're here, you'll get a certain type of beauty.
Yeah, I mean, we take full-time RV living seriously. We woke up and it was like 30 degrees this morning, but...
Because somebody forgot to get propane.
Whoopsie! It comes with cooler temperatures this time of year, but definitely the crowds are a lot more tolerable. And there's there's no one out here. It's fantastic. We're loving it. We're so glad you guys are here. And if this is your first time here, we're Happily Ever Hanks. My name is Kyle.
And I'm Renee.
And we are taking you on adventures across the country and showing you what RV living has to offer you. We are bringing you so much good content to your front door. I'm telling you, check out the other videos, hit that subscribe button in the bottom right hand of your screen, and it's no cost to you, but it's basically just telling YouTube that you want to see more of our content because we're bringing you a lot of it, and it's so much fun. We're so glad you guys are here. Eventually, we want to come back here. As always, every time we find somewhere new, we want to come back as soon as we leave. So let us know the inside scoop because we're itching to know.
And we're ER nurses, so if you were here and you have a crazy story, like a boulder falling on someone, we want to know about it.
Hopefully not, but if that's the case, let us know. Yeah, cool. What's going on in here? Wow, it's so warm and cozy in here.
Yeah, it's really nice. Well, we're gonna do the freezer, you know, like defrost it, but step one, out of anything we do, you guys should know this.
Oh, man. Not again, lady.
Yeah. You want one?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to take the judgment, guys. It's okay. Real men can drink a Truly once in a while, okay? Man, this is nice. And only 100 calories.
Mwah. Yes. So we've been meaning to do this for a while now. You know, a couple years. So we're going to do it. No, I think we did this like maybe we did this a year ago. And now the fridge it's just being overtaken. It's like a snowstorm every time I go in there. So look at this ice. Look at this. So we're gonna do one at a time because we do not have a pass-through freezer, as you can see. And we're going to do one side at a time, move as much stuff into here as we can, and just hammer away at this with my fancy chisel.
Shouldn't you say chisel away? Don't let the freezer win.
Oh man. Boy, oh boy, that is stuck. We have a situation here. I can't get this out. So, honey, do you want to get this out for me?
Oh, hey, not bad.
Wait, honey, put this in there. So, like at the bottom. So all the ice goes in.
Okay.
as much as possible.
That's why I married you. You just know what's up. You think ahead. You're always a step ahead of the game. Freedom! That was a Braveheart reference, if you guys never seen Braveheart. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, we're cooking with Crisco.
Oh my gosh. You want the ice? Yeah! Tell him! He really wants an ice cube, but we'll get you, there's plenty coming, so we'll get you one. He really likes ice. Walking in a winter wonderland. Speaking of Christmas, if you guys want to see a pretty entertaining video where we decorated the RV, then click this link up above here and definitely make sure you have a beverage in hand before you watch it, just so you can cheers with us during the video. It's pretty funny. Hashtag weird for other reasons, I would say. Wow, this is... Someone's gonna put in the comments an easier way to do this, and I wish you could just be telling it to me now as I'm doing this. Hashtag RV living. Fun!
Have you seen the blow dryer lately?
Oh, the blow dryer? You mean this?
What is wrong with you? Plug that honker in and let's see what damage we can do.
So we pretty much got it thought out. And you know, we were gonna do both sides today. Like, it doesn't take that long. This has been maybe like a half-hour process the most. But what we realized is we gotta let this side of the freezer cool down, and that'll take a while. So you kind of have to do this in like 2 separate days. Unless you guys have a better tip, put it in the comments. Great, so now we have a ton of water in the bottom of the freezer. I'm thinking we're just gonna soak it up in a towel and then wash this towel. Once again, comments, let me know what to do.
So let me lay a little context on the situation. When we got here to Kentucky, we were supposed to only stay here for like a week. So I woke up one morning and we were gonna run some errands, and all of a sudden my truck, we were driving, and it put it into limp mode. It said engine power reduced. It threw a code for the check engine light. I was like, uh-oh. So we went to one dealership, they took us right in, they ran the code, and they said it had to do with the turbo. Brand new diesel. I mean, this thing only has like barely 50,000 miles on it, and the actuator on the turbo has been acting up. It only has a 60,000 powertrain warranty. So I said, let's just address this right now, because they said at the dealership they had just replaced another turbo on a truck and it cost over $4,000. So I was like, yeah, if it's under warranty, nip it in the butt, let's get it done. So that's what they did.
Just really missed your baby, your truck.
Yeah, I miss my truck. I miss my girl, my other lady. So, driving the truck home, and it said low coolant level. I'm like, one thing or another, so I'm gonna go add some coolant into the truck. Oh, welcome to beautiful Kentucky. It's been raining and snowing a lot here, but the snow hasn't stuck to the ground, so that's a plus. All right.
Where's the coolant? Where's the beef?
Don't look in here, don't judge. I mean, you can look, just don't judge.
Oh.
Stop it. It looks... So we met up with Long Haul Lifesavers. If you guys haven't heard of them, check them out. They're pretty cool. They are another full-time RV couple. Anyways, long story short, they showed us the underpass of their trailer. John's an ICU nurse, and there's a running joke between all the nurses, like ER, what Renee and I do. We're very like fast-paced. Just get the job done. It's super dirty, but hey, at least the job's done, right? Then the ICU nurses take over in the intensive care unit, and they're all like, I don't like this. It's messy, it's not controlled. I like everything perfect. So I had to bust on John because I looked underneath the underpass of his trailer and everything was immaculate. I'm talking tools lined up perfectly, lights integrated throughout the trailer. It was amazing. And I said, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Being an ER nurse, I want all this, but I don't know how to make this happen. What is this? We don't live like this. This is not us. It's just been a busy 3 weeks.
It's like the dark abyss. You can't even see like into it because there's so much stuff.
That's okay.
Like, what is that? A dead animal back there in that cage or what?
All right, so no coolant. I guess Renee's right. Yes, dear, you're always right. So I gotta run to the store real quick and go get some coolant. Always something, right? So I'm gonna go grab some coolant. I'll be right back. Found it. Let's get this done. Good. Now I'm no mechanic here, but there's 2 little arrows here, little doohickeys. Just fill it above that line, should be good. I'm doing the Dex coolant, so it's already diluted with the water, ready to pour in and go. Just make it easy on myself, you know what I'm saying? Funny story, one time when Renee and I started full-time RV living, you know that whole thing we just had a video about, like not jumping in too soon? Well, Renee and I we speak from experience, we jumped right in. And we were somewhere in Wyoming, it was getting late, and we found this awesome RV park. A little bit tight though. When you pull in through your site, there was 2 concrete pads where you park the tires with the trailer on, and then you could set the stabilizers on there as well. And each concrete pad was probably about, I'd say like 1.5 to 2 feet wide or so. And you know how everyone is, cracking beers around, you know, happy hour time. Of course, we're coming in right then and there. And I just didn't understand that concept of swinging the trailer wide, like, you know, swinging, turning into the actual site and stuff. I don't know how many times we had to pull into the site, pull through the site, come back around and redo it again. I had like 3 guys coming to help us. And then one guy had the audacity to have me roll down the window. He's like, what's the problem? And I'm like, I just, you know, I'm trying to get these tires on these concrete pads, you know, I just can't see it. He just looks at me and smiles. He's like, it's easy. It's easy. He repeated it twice. He said, it's easy. It's easy. And it's always been an inside joke with us now. Obviously, I can't get the cap open, but we finally got her done.
It's easy.
It's easy. Have you guys ever been in that situation where you pull in and all eyes are on you and you're just like, please stop watching me, just let me do my thing. You know, I want to struggle and fail and be secluded. I don't want you to watch me while I fail. If you guys have been exposed to that situation, throw a comment down below because I want to hear all these stories. Those are usually the best stories. They're just fun. They're just fun to hear. Good morning, guys. So it is the next day. We're finishing up packing up and I woke up this morning and I found something that I was not expecting, honestly, and I want to show you guys, so follow me real quick. What are some of those things that you just absolutely need to have on the road? And today I'm going to show you those. I'm really glad I invested in some of these tools because this morning Henry found a nail in the tire. Thanks, Henry, you're awesome. But this nail in the tire, I got to thinking, had I not had a patch kit, had I not had just an on-demand air compressor on handy, I would have been stuck in the water here and we still would have not been able to hit the road. Whenever you're looking for an air leak, put some water in a water bottle and then add some Dawn dish soap or any kind of detergent, shake it up really good and make a bubble solution. You'll just spray it directly over where the penetration happened. It'll just give you direct feedback to letting you know if there's actually an air leak here. Because not every time you can hear this air leak. It's not simple as just sticking your ear up to there. It could be a super slow leak. So you want to give a visual on it. It's a really simple, easy, free test. I had about, I would say like a 1/4 inch screw that went through the tire itself, but it still wasn't enough to penetrate the inner aspect of the tire. So I'm gonna keep the spray bottle handy so we can continually monitor it. And then as we get out on the road, I also wanna continue monitoring it with the integrated tire pressure monitoring system on the truck. So these are all good things to have. If you don't have those, just get an air pressure gauge and then constantly check that pressure. The tire pressures are definitely gonna heat up and expand when you're on the road. So you're gonna have increased PSI, and you want to make sure that that increased PSI isn't causing any more wear and tear on the tire where that penetration happened, causing a leak. So it could be okay now, and then when you get on the road, it could start leaking. You just never know. Keep an eye on it. Be safe rather than sorry. Okay, so we definitely know that there's no actual leak in the tire, which is awesome, but still, I want to highly encourage you to get a tire plug kit for on the road, because you do not want to be stuck in the middle of the desert or anywhere stranded, wherever you might be waiting on like a tow truck. These are usually easy fixes. It takes about 5 minutes to actually just pull the nail or the screw out of the tire, plug it up, you're back on the road. Also, another huge thing, if you have not checked out our other video about 10 must-have tools while on the road, I'll throw a link right up here because these tools are really essential when you're getting started in the RV living game. Now, the other tool I did want to mention was the VIAIR. By far is my #1 favorite thing to have on the road. It's an on-demand air compressor that hooks up to the 12-volt battery, and it makes on-demand air wherever you are. Right, let's continue packing up because it seems like we're almost ready to hit the road finally, and then we're gonna head over to Ohio tonight, or we're getting closer to Pennsylvania, so getting closer to home.